Welcome folks, today on Joker's Den, top 10 best new offline games for mobile devices. So subscribe with notifications on and let's begin. So starting off at number 10, Gonna Race Speed Legend. This one is a racing game with good graphics as well as it offers crazy speed races on various tracks. Gamers will traditionally have powerful cars at their disposal as well as arcade gameplay features, and this allows you to perform strategy that is unthinkable in reality, and you can perform tricks and incredibly deflated bypass rivals. And in this racing game, victories will provide an improvement in the technical qualities of the machines, and with them a chance to win against opponents that previously inaccessible to players. So overall, this is great racing that fans of drive and fun will enjoy spending time with this entertaining game. Moving on to number 9, Plant Down. This is an action game where you are faced with 3 bosses of increasing difficulty and you need to manage to take them down. Basically, the game takes between 20 minutes and 1 hour to complete, and this game uses an elegant 2-button input system that designs for mobile. And also the game contains little to no text, and don't forget to like this video without any hesitations. And on number 8, Super Rabbit World. This is an arcade platformer in which the adventures of a brave rabbit are waiting for you. The Super Rabbit has to go through the most difficult test every now and then to save his girl. And in this game, you will explore the fantasy world, fight different monsters, and get to the most powerful boss. And each of the location has its own characteristics and different environments. And you will be attacked by creatures such as green slugs, huge fish, scorpions, and various kinds of monsters. So you need to try to avoid meeting them or attack fast by choosing the right moment to attack. And the controls here are classic for a platformer. There are battles with monsters and a variety of different levels. So overall, it's a great adventure game, and if you want to be amazed, then a sub to the channel would be surprising. And on number 7, Backyard Parking Stage 2. This one is a parking simulation game with excellent both in the visuals part and in the properties of the gameplay, and a parking simulator in which players will really enjoy completing the task assigned to them, and the most diverse condition and unique qualities of the model range of car require maximum accuracy on the part of the drivers in each mission. Otherwise, the obstacles will be knocked down and strict parameters will be violated. And in addition to the main set of tasks, there are daily tests and the ability to visually change vehicles. Plus, you can collect a complete collection in the garage as well as many other things that will not let you get bored. On number 6, Inversion Magic Gravity. This one is a very interesting puzzle adventure game with an upside down city where you can walking on the walls and falling to the sky, and the space is no longer limited to the flat ground and the movement of all obstacles will become different. So this game constructs a very special gravity space, and in the game you will explore in the intricate gravity space, break the traps, solve puzzles, and discover the path to the end. And the game features exquisitely designed levels, hundreds of mind-blowing puzzles and hidden paths, and well-designed traps, real physics, and also 2 different game modes. Moving on to number 5 is Still Here. This one is a 2D exploration game for players to fly around and venture out, wandering through each level as a tiny creature named Peep. Players can explore beautiful nature settings while lending a hand to quietly artificial beings and dig out the truth about what really happened to Earth. And controls in the game are very simple. By pressing the left part of the screen, your control flies left, while pressing the right of the screen as it flies to the right. Each level is a lush landscape for you to roam freely as Peep while collecting all the items you come across along your way. So this game is a very beautiful game, both visually and thematically, and well suited for all audience. And it also has a perfect control system for touch screens. And on number 4, Guardians of Angora. This is an interesting three-dimensional platformer in which you will have a fascinating journey through an unusual world. And after the start, you will take the main character and go on a journey, and the whole part is based on biblical story. The main character will travel through these stories and he will visit Jerusalem and collect sheep, listen to stories about the birth of Christ, and he will also learn the history of King Solomon and many more. Since the game is made in the style of a platformer, most of the playing time you will jump on the roofs of houses, fishing boats, and other elements. From time to time you will encounter simple obstacles, and the main character is controlled using the movement and jump button. And the graphics are three-dimensional with a good drawing. On the third number of the list, Race Max Pro. This one is a great race from the creator of Drift Max. In this game, you can sit behind the wheel of powerful, rare wheel-drive cars and show everyone what you are capable of driving such a car. In the game, you can buy dozens of different cars from world brands, put on them all sorts of improvement and create your own car. You can also take a ride on numerous tracks, earn experience points, and of course money, for which you can buy new tuning parts for cars or completely replace it. The game features beautiful graphics, dozens of cars, realistic game physics, and a variety of different locations. And the game controls is very simple. Just tap the left or right button and hold them to drift your car, and obviously you can use nitro speed. So on number 2, Gunfire Endless Adventure. This one is an FPS game where you will advance through different underground scenarios, and there are several species and monsters that will try to stop your progress through all these dungeons. And as you progress through the different rounds, you will have to make the most out of your weapons to strike your enemies down and obtain rich rewards. Overall, this is a fun game where you get to use dozens of different weapons and live first-person adventure and fights. So all you will have to do is progress through each scenarios and find all the enemies threatening humankind. And by facing these peculiar underground monsters, you will put your skills to the test with the aim to clear every scenario of evil creatures. And finally, at the top of the list, Bus Simulator Pro. This is a bus driving game for Android that lets you experience the feeling of transporting passengers in one of these huge vehicles. By creating your own transport company, you will have to complete certain tasks to increase the company's profit as you play. The 3D graphics plunge you into a realistic driving experience, and the game has various camera angles for observing the action from whichever angle suits you best. Before beginning each journey, you have to choose the route that your company will take, and then you will be ready to open the doors and welcome all the passengers onto the bus. And the controls are pretty easy. You just have to tap on the arrow to change direction and control your speed with the gas and brake pedals. There are also various buttons around the screen for turning on the turn signals, lights, or opening the doors. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe this channel for more. Also, don't forget to tap on the bell for all notifications. We'll catch up in the next one. Till then, be amazed and happy gaming.